The Tropic of Cancer marks the northern border of the tropics, the most beautiful, brilliant and blighted region of the world. I've already travelled around the equator and the southern border of the tropics, but following the Tropic of Cancer will be my toughest journey yet. This tropic cuts through Central America, the Caribbean, North Africa, the kingdoms of Arabia, India and on through Asia to finish in Hawaii. It's 23,000 miles across deserts, rivers and mountains. Along the way, I encounter extraordinary people, simmering conflicts and some of the most stunning landscapes on our planet. This first leg of my journey will take me from Mexico to Cuba and on to the Bahamas. It's 2,000 miles from Mexico's Pacific coast to the coral paradise of the Caribbean. I cross the rugged heart of Mexico and meet the men waging a war against the powerful drug cartels that threaten the country's stability.
They're telling us to get down.
In the capital, I dabble in a famous local sport.
Go with the flow, you know?
And when I reach the glorious Bahamas, I go hunting for an alien invader.
Just here is where the Tropic of Cancer hits the coast of Mexico. I'm starting another huge journey around the planet, this time following the line that marks the northern border of the tropics region. This journey will be my biggest challenge yet.
Mexico's beautiful Baja California Peninsula is an 800-mile-long strip of land extending south from the US. Baja was a glorious place to launch my journey. Sparsely populated, it's a rugged wilderness of dry desert and empty beaches. At first, I thought I discovered a remote paradise, but an hour to the south, it was clear a few other travellers had got here before me. Tens of thousands of Americans are now coming here to Cabo San Lucas every year in search of the tropical sun. It's a tourist playground right on the edge of the desert, and soon it won't be alone.
The size of this. The extraordinary thing for me about this marina is that the government is planning to build another 17 marinas just like this on the same grand scale with all the same number of expensive yachts along the coastline in this area, on the edge of the desert. And all of it, all of the boats, all of the tourism here is entirely dependent on Americans and US dollars.
The new tourist developments here have already eaten up more than 20 miles of pristine coastline, and Mexico is now promoting this area as a luxury tropical destination. So we dropped in to see one of the swanky resorts they're building, called the one and only Palmilla. BBC expenses wouldn't run to staying here, but Hollywood's jet set have become frequent visitors since the resort opened with a monumental party for John Travolta.
God, I feel a bit out of place here, I tell you. Something the cat brought in. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Look at this. Everybody touches their heart. It's quite
Yes,
moving.
It's our own one and only salute at Palmilla.
A one and only salute?
It is the one and only Palmilla salute.
Okay.
And it's a gesture of warm hospitality that comes throughout from our heart to our guests and also among each other here that we work at the hotel.
Look, they are actually still working on it then.
We are, so maybe we should...
Are the gold taps already in?
So maybe we should probably...
Stop here.
Stop here, go inside, make sure everything is in order, and then continue with the filming.
What, you want to go and check that there's nobody, no builders' bums or anything like that?
Exactly.
The only people in this villa were workers from the Mexican mainland, still completing the final touches.
So tell us about this place. Look at this.
This is Villa Cortés. It's our also new unit, 4-bedroom villa. As you can see, it has, I'll show you the spa, the kinesis, their own gym, the media room, and this is the entertainment area.
So how much does this cost per night?
It varies as well, but it goes from starting price $8,000 to $12,000 per night, plus tax and service charge.
Per night?
Per
So
night.
that's about 5,000, more than £5,000 per night. Starting price.
Starting price, correct. But look at this. Look at all what we have.
Oh my God, look.
Look at this.
Your own infinity pool.
Yes, your own infinity pool. Look, we even have little beds for the dogs in case they bring their own pets.
We should check them out. Yeah. Can we see a bedroom?
Can you imagine? Yes.
Yeah, well, let's
go
see the
in here.
master bedroom then.
Fine, so as you can see, it has a king bed.
Can we have a look in the
People-
bathroom?
Can we just look at from here? Here.
It's all right, they're just finishing it off. We can look at it from this side.
Final detail.
Hola. It's all right, don't worry. I just wanted to see if it had gold-plated taps. Oh, I think I've pressed a button.
Yeah.
It says massage.
Don't do it right now because there's no water.
Okay.
And then, of course, you have a direct access outside.
Okay, we'll take it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I think we'll
Good.
take it.
Sold.
The staff that you have here
Yes.
and the construction workers, are they all from Baja or are they Mexicans coming from the mainland? When is it
No,
all?
well, basically the company that is building, Kersner and other local building companies, they have their own people that they work for them. So they all live in the area, in San Jose del Cabo or Cabo San Lucas. Everybody has their own place.
The tourist industry provides jobs for thousands of Mexicans, but they live mostly in areas like this, just a short distance from the one and only resort. This whole shantytown is built on a dried-up riverbed. It often floods, and recently people here lost their homes when storms swept away their plywood shacks. Luis came here from the Mexican mainland 5 years ago to look for work. He has a wife and 4 children. This one-room plywood structure is what he calls home.
What happens here when it rains?
We
get scared because the wind shakes the house. When there's a hurricane, we have to go to the shelters because this just falls over.
Does it feel strange to you that people are living in this situation when there's people living in luxury so nearby?
I'm not going to wish for a house like that because I know I'm never going to have one.
There are more than 20,000 people living in this shantytown, and it's estimated there are 150,000 migrant Mexicans working in this area alone. Most have been happy just to have a job, living off the crumbs of the tourist trade. But the recession in the US has hit them hard.
If it goes badly for them, we're dependent on them for work. So when they sink, we sink even further.
The next day, I traveled around the coast to continue my journey out of Baja California and on to mainland Mexico.